Good morning, good morning. It is a lovely September morning. Today, I thought it'd be cool to try to go thrifting for the first time since lockdown. Hey guys, hello. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the channel if you're new, or welcome back if you are old. Glad to have you here either way. So today I am heading into the thrift store. I haven't gone thrifting in person since March. So that is a long time. It is now September. So today I have a list of things that I want to get. On the list are things like brown high-waisted trousers, brown, orange, or black button front cardigans. The dream piece to find would be like a double-breasted brown long coat. I don't think I'm gonna find that today, but it is on the list. Because basically I have recently discovered the Academia aesthetic. So if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you would have seen that in the summer I tried out cottagecore and just played with that, and I thought it was a lot of fun. And while I still do adore cottagecore and probably will continue to wear cottagecore-esque like pieces, I realized that I already dress in Academia style in a lot of ways, and I thought it'd be fun to like really give it a full-on try and see if maybe this is an aesthetic I want to maybe make a bigger part of my life, particularly a dark Academia. So like even my outfit today falls within the dark Academia aesthetic, which basically is an aesthetic that plays on the vibes of like higher education, reading, art, medieval architecture, and Greek literature. So this is 100% something I already dress like. I'll pop some inspiration pictures up on the screen now. I am basically obsessed with this. I actually saw Hannah Lee Dungan did a Academia lookbook, and that is where I first heard of this aesthetic, and I was like, shoot, this is really cute. I really like this, and half of my wardrobe is already this aesthetic. So I want to go in and see if I can find some of the things on my list. I got my mask, I got hand sanitizer. I brought a reusable bag. I'm gonna bag it myself, I always do. I'll just throw the stuff in the bag, and then when I get home, I can throw everything, bag included, into the washing machine. I don't have like a huge list of things I want to get, and I'm trying to be really conscious and not buying things in excess from the thrift store just because it's fun to buy things. All right, see you inside. Top is so pretty, but of course it's not my size, but look how beautiful. This is very cottagecore like. This is such a cute like 90s skirt. Tiered skirts are definitely a trend I'm really into right now. It's very like prairie vibe, but this is in a size small. How tragic is this? This skirt is perfect, except somebody tried to cut it. So both of these skirts would be perfect. This is in a size 18 and this is in a size 10. I love this one, but I don't think it's gonna fit. But it's such like a good sturdy material. This one I think might fit. It looks like it runs a little small. It's from a Target brand, and if it is a little too big, I can move these buttons in and it will do like a sort of a fake dart. Also in a skirt really similar to this, and this would fit really well within like the dark Academia style. Tennis skirts are super popular right now, so look at this, you can find them at the thrift store. So this is in a size medium, but I'm pretty much like a medium, large, extra large, so this is a stretchy waistband. I think it's gonna fit. I'm gonna grab it. And it's half off. I do think this skirt is super beautiful, but it's definitely not gonna fit me. I would love to find a skirt like this in my size. So far, no luck. They're all like quite small, but yeah, this size 0. This is such a beautiful top, like such a delicate pattern. It's in an extra large, and I'm gonna grab it. It's vintage Eddie Bauer. This is a really beautiful vintage Ralph Lauren top. This is stunning. This would be cute for like light Academia. This is such a fun top. This is literally just in a P. Not sure what that means. I feel like this would be really cute. You could definitely play with this with dark Academia or light Academia. Vests are like a huge thing. That's definitely on my list if I'm able to find any. This is beautiful. This would be so pretty for light academia. So perfect if it were my size and not totally distorted stains. Kind of hoping we can find something in the two-piece set section, but because fitting rooms are closed, this might be a little bit more difficult. Okay, so normally in vintage sizes, I go up at least 2 sizes. Now this is a size 14. I'm on average a size 10, 12. There is some shearing in the back, but I'm really not sure that this is gonna fit me. The dressing rooms are closed, but I think this is worth giving it a try. This is such a beautiful and unique piece. And even if it doesn't end up fitting, I can definitely try to resell this. It is so cute in cottagecore, and I'm living. Another gorgeous vintage piece. This is stunning. The detail on that is crazy. They have some cute like prints and stuff too here. This is why I love this store. Okay, so I'm gonna go look at the shoes and see if I can look around over there. I didn't find any cardigans. I don't know if I looked in the right spot, but my cart is pretty full. I also want to look at the like linens and see if they have any like sheets or curtains that are good quality, because I want to start making my store more sustainable and start using thrifted fabrics. So we're gonna do that. And also because I'm like sewing my own clothes now, I would love to be able to make my own clothes as sustainable as possible by thrifting my fabrics as well. So we're gonna do that, check out the shoes. If I see cardigans, look over there, and then skedaddle. Oh, in the home decor. What kind of cardigans I'm looking for, they're just not in my size. So I'm gonna keep looking through this rack. This is 100% the kind of coat I'm looking for, just too short. I wanted like a long one. These are the exact shoes I'm looking for. Too bad they're definitely not in my size. These ones are like kind of like 50s retro Oxfords, but also not in my size. Gorgeous. I have no idea what size they're in. These ones are also over here are really pretty. True. Also not my size. That was arguably the most successful thrift trip I've ever had. So I spent $53, but I got a lot of stuff, including a really lovely brand new winter jacket. I'm stoked. I'm gonna head home and like wash everything, wash my hands like more thoroughly than just the coats of hand sanitizer I put on. Though I am gonna say I feel pretty confident. Where I live, the COVID rate is 0.003%, so it's really, really small. I live in a really small town, and people tend to stay where they are where I live. So I feel like I'm probably fine. Even still, I'm gonna go home and like really wash my hands and wash everything really well. I'm excited to show this stuff to my mom and also get a chance to try it on because I haven't been able to do that. Okay guys, it is the next day. Everything has been washed. Like I was saying in my car, I like to bring a cloth reusable bag so that when I come home, I can just look at all of the washing instruction labels of everything and then throw what can go in the wash into the wash. This time around, I had 3 or 4 items that either needed to be hand washed or dry cleaned. I do need to make a trip to the dry cleaner to wash one of the items, but everything else has been washed. Let's start with what's on top of the pile. So the first thing I picked up is this really beautiful dress. This kind of looks like your grandma's curtains in the 70s, but I just felt like this is the most beautiful fall floral print I've ever seen. It really fits within that dark academia aesthetic. It is got a little elastic waistband. Now, it does look like this dress was maybe homemade. There is no tag inside, and the hem is actually raw, so whoever made it never like gave it a proper hem. Whoever made this, very skilled at sewing. So I myself make my own clothes. You guys might know that if you've seen the last few videos on the channel. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a hem in this later down the line whenever I get a chance to. But I thought this was the most gorgeous dress. It's got like dark green and dark purple and like a pumpkin-y orange, a rusty yellow, a lot of different shades of brown, tan, and it's just a really intricate floral print. It also has a puffy sleeve, which is so on trend right now, but also something I absolutely love and adore, and it cinches in at the wrist. I think this is absolutely stunning. I also liked the back detail. It's open in the back a little bit, and this comes to a midi length, which is the length that I'm most comfortable in. It was full price, so I think that's like $6 or $7. In total, I spent $53 on every single thing I got, and I got a lot of stuff. Okay, this dress I think is absolutely stunning. I love the pattern. I love the shape of it. It's just like very loose and comfortable. I am probably gonna hike it up a little bit, just like a couple of inches on the bottom when I do the double rolled hem to just finish the dress off. And also this belt that I thrifted as well, I think would be absolutely perfect for this dress. I think that this belt just looks so stunning with this dress. I think like this in combination, just, I don't know, it's very, very cute and very fall and is, I love it. I love it like a lot. I don't even have the words. Okay, so the next thing I got are a pair of trousers. Now, they are a little bit too big. Like I said in the thrift store, you couldn't try anything on, so I wasn't really sure what was going to fit and what wasn't, and I meant to bring a measuring tape and just forgot to bring one. So this is in a size 16. It is from the Lane Bryant brand. And I don't think that's a vintage brand at all. I think that's kind of a pretty modern brand. So I should have known that a 16 was going to be too big. And it is. It's about 2 sizes too big. However, because this pair of pants is conjoined with buttons here and one on the inside, if I just move all 3 of those buttons out a little bit, I mean, this part will cross a little. It'll be more of like a V than a straight line. But personally, I'd rather them fit. And I'd rather do like an easy but functional fix that doesn't alter the shape of the pant all that much. So like by putting a dart, it's gonna create like a pleat in the butt, because you normally put darts in the butt area. So I think that this is like an easier solution that will also not pleat the pants. But these are so freaking beautiful. They're this really dark brown color, and they have a orange and blue stripe inside of them, and then another brown. They're just a really beautiful plaid. I absolutely love these. I think they're so darn cute, and they were $49. Okay, so here we're doing double duty. So I have on the plaid pants. I've actually already gone in and done the alterations to everything that needed to be either tightened or moved around a little bit. So I've moved the buttons, and then I did end up putting tiny little darts. So it's not like a lot. It wasn't a huge amount of room I needed to move everything. So luckily they were only a slightly bit too big. Let me just say, this actually works, I think, for me really well, because I actually am finally getting what I want the leg to look like, which is that sort of oversized baggy leg look, which is super cute, and I really like how that looks. But because I am a mid-sized woman, it's really, really difficult to find pants that fit that way. So I'm over the moon about how these pants fit, and with the alterations they fit around my waist really well. Still perfect to tuck in like this chunky sweater that I'm wearing with it. I did put a little cuff in the bottom of the pants, which is my preferred style of pants. I like a sort of cropped pant. And then I also threw on the shoes I thrifted. So I think they're a little bit small. Gonna be really honest. I think they might be like an 8.5 instead of a 9. You know, I'm not mad at them. I think they're really, really cute. I feel like they look super vintage and work really well for sort of like a dark academia sort of vintagey vibe. I also picked up a black skirt. So I actually have this almost exact skirt in brown. It's just a tiered prairie skirt. I scoured Poshmark for one of these, and while I found like a couple, none of them were quite right. And also Poshmark is more expensive because it's curated for you. This I was able to pick up for $4.99, which is cheaper than how much I would have paid if I bought it from someone else. This is from Denim & Company and is in a size medium. It is just made out of this sort of like faux linen. It's like a polyester blend. It's just like a really cute flowy, I don't know, reminds me of Mamma Mia. This is the type of skirt that I always think about when I think about Mamma Mia, because Lily James wears one of these, I think in like a yellow color. Okay, so here is the black tiered prairie skirt. I think this is so cute. I also think it kind of is like giving off witch vibes, which I wasn't expecting, if I'm being honest. Kind of here for it. So yeah, I think I probably wouldn't wear it with this cardigan regularly, but I do think that this skirt is super cute. Fits really, really well. It's not like the softest material, but there's a lining which is made of polyester. It's like a fake silk, and that is incredibly comfortable. So yeah, I just chucked on a pop of color because I'm not the kind of person to wear like black on black all that frequently. So I threw a pop of color in with this orange tank top, then added on this Peter Pan collar. I think it's really, really cute, really comfortable, and it fits within that dark academia vibe. The next thing I picked up is also a little bit oversized. Now, it's funny because this is a Target brand. It is in a size 18. So this is from the brand Morona. Again, I am on average between a size 10 and 14. This is really not that big on me. It's a little big, but it's not like that big, especially because I didn't want it to be like pencil. So again, I'm just gonna move, these have like the 2 buttons that have the sort of like strappy bit. So if I move the buttons in, it is going to give it pretty much like a fake dart, so it will be pleated by the pocket area. This actually fits pretty well. It's like a little bit loose. I could probably tuck like a chunky sweater into it and it would be perfect. So if that is something that I decide to do with it, that would be really nice. I thought this was so good for the dark academia. This might maybe be more erring on the light academia aesthetic, but this is for sure within that vein. It is just a really beautiful light tan with navy blue and dark purple and like mustard yellow plaid stripes in it, and I am living for it. And that skirt was $4.99. This outfit is so freaking cute. So if you guys have been following me for literally any period of time, you would know mixing prints is one of my favorite things to do. I just really love putting different prints and patterns together. I think it's a really fun way to style outfits. I know that a lot of people are really intimidated by mixing prints, that a lot of people don't really get the style. That is okay. I love mixing prints. For me, it just is like so fun and quirky, which is very much my style. This outfit is super cute. I did, again, do tiny little darts. There's really not a lot of fabric pulled in. This is very much within the academia vein. I don't really know if this is dark or light, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm unsure. I think with like all the dark accents we're sort of erring on the dark side, though I do think that the skirt could probably fall within both dark and light. So it is quite a light material, but it's got like some dark patterns. I then threw on those vintage shoes again, and then this bag that I thrifted as well, which I think is just so freaking cute. And yeah, I think this is like a very cute sort of academic, almost librarian chic sort of vibe. The next thing I got is a sweater. This sweater reminded me of one my mom had, actually. This is from New York & Company, and it is just the most beautiful, oversized, long sweater. It's just like a long sweater. It fits so perfectly. This is in a size extra large. It is the softest material I've ever felt. Like the softest, most like want to wipe my face on it type of cottony material. And it has the beautiful camel tan stripe and then the white one, and it's just like black, and it's chunky and it's perfect and beautiful, and I'm obsessed. And this is so 80s and so cute. This is definitely a modern contemporary shirt, but made to be reminiscent of like that sort of 80s style. I'm obsessed. I live, I breathe, I die. The next thing I got is this 100% silk shirt. I loved the colors on this. Like, I saw this from across the store. I love plaid. I wear a lot of plaid. I'm wearing plaid now. I just think plaid, particularly in the fall, is just so absolutely stunning. And I thought this was a really unique color combination. So it's got that maroon, that mustardy yellow, and then sort of a more goldish yellow, because this shirt does have like a sheen to it. Also, it's like a pastel powder blue, and I don't know if I said the green part already, but there's also green and just like really beautiful colors and a very unique color combination. I don't think I've ever seen anything in this color combo. This is originally from the brand Forneza. This is 100% vintage. Like, this is a very vintage tag in here. This is in a size medium. It's 100% silk, made in Korea. And this actually I hand washed. Yeah, so it says hand washed separately in cold water, which is what I did. It's beautiful. It is so soft. I love silk, and I don't know why I don't have more things that are silk. And that shirt was $3.99. Now, this top does come a little bit longer. I just really thought this is a really cute way to definitely play with that academia style by taking this colored jumpsuit that I got from Target a few years ago, and then just, so it has like a drawstring waist, and so I just tucked the like extra parts of the shirt into that sort of like knot and tucked it up under the shirt to give it that sort of cropped look. And I think this is possibly one of my favorite outfits from this video. I think had I paired something a bit lighter underneath, you could definitely use the shirt for dark or light academia. So, and it kind of is also giving that sort of like vest vibe. So vests are really, really popular, particularly like argyle or plaid vests. And I did actually look, I didn't find any that I liked or that were my size. Okay, so this piece here is a vintage recreation. I actually did some research on the brand after I got home. First of all, I kind of effed it up a little, but we'll get to that in a second. So I definitely thought this was a vintage dress when I saw it. It is in a size 14. It is from this brand called SL Fashions, and the tag, frankly, looks vintage. This is certainly a vintage recreation. This brand does a lot of vintage recreations. They were founded in 1970, and they just create really beautiful recreation dresses. So this is sort of reminiscent of the 40s and 50s. I thought it was absolutely stunning, sort of like sailor-esque vibes. So what I actually did, I looked, right, didn't see washing instructions because they're like faded off of the tag. And so I was looking, I was like, shoot, like, what am I supposed to do? I don't really know. Well, I ended up finding I can't find them now. Oh yeah, there it is. I ended up finding the washing instructions after I decided to go in and hand wash it. So I hand washed it in cold water, thinking like most vintage pieces are either dry clean or hand wash. And as soon as the water hit it, dye started bleeding everywhere. So this lace that was really beautiful and crisp white is now a mint green color. I'm gonna be honest, it is a little splotchy, like the mint green is a little splotchy, but I do think the mint green actually suits it and makes it kind of better. That dress, if I didn't already say, was $6.99. This is hands down the most beautiful vintage recreation or vintage inspired dress I own. I own very few actual legitimate vintage pieces or very few like vintage recreation pieces, and this is without a doubt the most beautiful piece of vintage recreation I own. The next thing that I haven't actually been able to wash but is brand new with tags is this gorgeous peacoat jacket. So this is in a size 14 as well, fits so super well. I always get my coats in at least one size up because if I want to wear like something chunkier underneath it, it's nice to have a little bit of wiggle room. So this jacket was $13.50, the most expensive thing I got, but jackets are priced separately at my Goodwill, and it is just the absolute most beautiful cream colored peacoat jacket. It's from the Jones New York brand, made in Belarus, and I'm obsessed. I mean, it's stunning. It still has the new like brand new tags on, and apparently it was $62 whoever bought this originally, so I got it for a really good price then. Okay, so jackets like this are again super popular in like the dark academia style. Now this one, because it's like a light cream color, would be part of light academia. I did really want this in like a dark brown. However, I could not find one. I think that it's going to be really difficult to find one, if I'm being really honest. I might have to purchase one brand new because this is a jacket I've been looking for 2 freaking years now, and I have yet to find one. So it might be that it's something I have to buy new, and it would be like a good investment piece. But I would really like a jacket like this in a good sort of like camel-y, maybe like a little bit darker brown color. But also, I love a good white coat. I don't have one, so this is really nice just to have like a nice, well-fitting formal jacket. I have one other, and it is gray and black plaid, which would fit within the dark academia aesthetic. This one is perfect. It's got shoulder pads, which we love. And yeah, it just fits really well. It's super cute with dresses, and this is definitely going to be a jacket that I wear to more formal events whenever those start happening again. I got a pair of shoes. So these shoes were on like my Goodwill has like a last chance bin for their shoes. I don't know if it's like a thing that all of them have. I don't see them everywhere, but I've seen them in quite a few. So I think it's because these shoes have a scuff on the front of this one, but it is so small, it's barely noticeable. So these are from the brand Bass. Actually, my favorite like moccasin loafers are from Bass shoes, and they're just gorgeous little heeled mules. They were $5.49, I think. Okay, this next thing I picked up I got for $2.49. So I follow a ton of like prairie, cottagecore, academia, vintage clothing people on Instagram, which by the way, my Instagram is currently broken, so if you guys are like interacting with me over there, I'm sorry, I can't interact with you. Anyway, I've seen a ton of people wear belts that look really similar to this. Now I could not believe I found this at the thrift store. This is such a cool, fun, so like funky, vintagey vibed belt. Now, I don't actually think it's vintage. It's in much too good of condition to be real vintage, I think. But this is such a fun belt. This is one of those types of belts that you just put around your midsection. I just think it's so pretty, and the detailing on it is really cool. And I honestly never thought I was going to be able to find one of these. And once I saw Rachel Maskey has a belt similar to this, I was like, shoot, I like that. Where do I find a belt like that? And the answer is your local Goodwill. The next leather product I got, which I don't know if it's real leather. I honestly am it is unclear. Is this purse. I thought this was so cute. So dark academia, like dark leather everything, is very, very popular, hence the shoes and the belt and the bag. This is from the brand Smartlight. Oh, wait, that's cute. There's a built-in flashlight. That's freaking cool. I mean, it doesn't work, but that's kind of cool. It's honestly in great condition. There's little to no staining on the inside, and I just loved the laser cutouts in the leather in the front, and I just thought it was so cute. I'm a big fan of this purse. I really don't have anything in this shade, like this color of leather. I'm not like the biggest purse person, so if I buy one, I must really like it. So I was excited to pick that up. And that cost me $5 even. And then the last thing I picked up was this glass, which was 50 cents. This is the cutest mug I have ever laid eyes on. It looks handmade, but it's not. It says made in China at the bottom, and it's from Wang's International Ink. So I do actually think it is from an Asian brand. This looks like a cherry blossom, perhaps, and it is just the most beautifully painted, delicate looking mug. It's also so thin and like light. So this is definitely going to be for decorative use, at least in my house. I don't know if you can actually drink out of it. It seems like something you probably shouldn't, but it's so flippin' cute, and it's the most beautiful like baby pink, and the stem and some leaves going up the handle, and it honestly is just so delicate and detailed and so beautiful, and I felt like 50 cents, I'm gonna pick it up. And that, my friends, is everything I got from the thrift store. This is a huge haul. I don't normally buy this much when I go at once. I did stick to my list. I only bought things that were on my list. A couple of things that I looked for and I found varieties of, but I didn't absolutely love, would have been cardigans. I really wanted like a button front cardigan, either one that was brown, gray, orange, or black, and I didn't find one, so that is something I will continue to be looking for. There's some other things on my list as well that I didn't find, like brown trousers. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. It's totally free, and I'll let you know when I upload new videos, which is every single Monday unless I have a crazy weekend, and then they go up on Wednesday. Also follow me on social media. So yeah, I think that is everything I have for you guys. Don't forget, it costs absolutely nothing to be kind, so be nice to one another, and I will see you guys later. Bye.